Hello everyone, my name is Angel and this is Bakers. Hello guys, today I want to show you how to make babka. It's an amazing bread. It's actually from Russia, originated in Russia, okay, I believe. And as well has a lot of proving involved in this preparation. So if you are kind of in a hurry, I will not recommend this bread, okay? But don't worry that this proving is going to develop so much better the flavor, okay? So if you like bread, if you like chocolate, then you will love this recipe.
These are the basic ingredients: flour, salt, yeast, water, sugar, 2 full eggs, and of course, butter. This is basically a brioche dough, so it's basically awesome. Pour the yeast into the water and mix it. Remember that the water has to be lukewarm. This is going to activate the yeast so you get a really fluffy babka. Now you are going to mix the flour, the sugar, and the salt. Remember that the amounts are going to be in the description below. Mix this really well with a spoon or with your hands, and after that we are going to add the 2 full eggs. Add the mix between the yeast and the water. Now, using your hands, knead this for a little while until it's in shape of dough. You gotta make sure that there is no remaining flour. Now flour the work surface and put the dough in it. At this point, we are going to add the butter, okay? This is going to be a little bit hard, and if you want, and if you have a stand mixer, it's going to be really easier in this way, but I'm going to do this by hand. For this step, it's super important that the butter has to be at room temperature, otherwise it's going to be impossible to knead this in a proper way. If you're doing this by hand, don't worry, do not stress, you have to add the butter little by little until everything is incorporated. It's going to be messy, it's going to be sticky the dough, so don't worry, put some music, chill a little bit, and do this at your time. You see the dough is super sticky to handle, don't worry, flour it a little bit and keep kneading. At the end you are going to have a super soft dough. Oil a bowl a little bit and put the dough in it so it doesn't dry. This is the point where we are going to put the dough in the fridge. Remember that you have to cover this with a plastic wrap. Now it's time to make the fudgy filling. Put the butter into a pot. Add the chocolate, finely chopped. You have to put as well the powdered sugar and the cocoa powder. This will create the perfect filling for the babka. And the dough is finally ready to be stretched. Flour the work surface, put the dough in it, and stretch it with a rolling pin. Once the dough is fully stretched, you're going to spread the filling on top of the dough, using nothing more but a rubber spatula. Now it's time to wet the edges of the dough so the dough will stick together and will keep or contain the filling. Start rolling the dough, making a little bit of pressure in the edges. Grab a really sharp knife and start cutting in half this gigantic roll. Do this, but not all the way to the end. Once you're done, thrust or twist each of the parts of the dough into each other, just exactly as I'm doing right now. At the end, make some pressure into the edges. Pass the babka into a previously pre-oiled and pre-floured bread pan. Let it prep for about 2 hours. In a pot, put the same amount of water and sugar and warm it up a little bit. Once the babka is ready, brush it a little bit with the previous mix.